Okay, second half of chapter 15, section 2. We just talked about how to find a derivative. So next we're going to talk about how to find the antiderivative. So the antiderivative, like it sounds, is just the opposite of the derivative. So what we're going to do, I'm actually on page 957 still, and I'm going to work number 11. So they gave you a function, x to the third plus 4x squared minus x minus 3. All right, I went ahead and wrote that down on my paper, okay? And this is, the antiderivative is the exact opposite. You know how you multiply and then go down by 1? Well, this is the opposite. You're going to divide and go up by 1 on the exponent, okay? So this is what we're going to do. All right, remember, this is antiderivative. Okay, on the antiderivative, if whatever your exponent is, instead of subtracting 1 and going down by 1, you're going to add 1, okay? Because we're doing the opposite, okay? So we're going to add 1, so now it's to the fourth. Whatever your new exponent is, you divide by that number, okay? So basically, you take the exponent, add 1, and then whatever exponent it is, you divide by it, okay? So let's look at the next part. 2, you add 1 to 2, that's 3, and you divide by 3. Because your exponent was 3. This was x to the first, so it goes up. You add 1, it goes up by 1, so now it's x squared. Because it's a 2, you divide by 2. This one didn't have an x there at all, so that would kind of be like x to the 0, right? So if you add 1 to 0, obviously you get x to the first. Okay? And that's it. Now, they are going to reduce it, like x to the fourth divided by 4. They may write it like this, and because that's an understood one right there. So they may write 1/4 x to the fourth, 4/3 x to the third. This is an understood one, so that would be 1/2 x squared minus 3x. And let me explain something. They always write anytime you're doing an antiderivative, they're going to write a random plus c on the end of it. Let me show you because I have the book, my answer key book. See that? Look at that, random plus c, okay? Let me explain what that is. If you'll remember in the video that you just watched about a derivative, you know how on a derivative, if you just have a regular number, the constant, that the derivative of that is 0? Well, it's kind of like, basically, if there was a number there, you don't know if there's a number there or not. So you just put plus c in case there was a number there. I don't know. It's really weird. But just remember on an antiderivative to put plus c in case of a constant. That's basically what that means. Okay? All right, here I did number 12 too, just if you want to look at one more. Number 12, they give you 5x to the fifth, so on. Remember, again, I'm on page 957. So I wrote the problem. So let's talk through this one. All right, go up. Remember, you add 1 to the exponent. Add 1, and then whatever exponent, the new exponent you get, you divide by it. 3 plus 1, 4. Divide by the 4. 2 plus 1, 3. Divide by the 3. This was just 4, which is kind of like 4x to the 0. So add 1. Now it's x to the first. And that's it. So you've got 5, 6, x to the 6. 2/4 actually does reduce to 1/2. X to the fourth, 1/3 x to the third, and so forth. So it's pretty easy. Just got to keep those two tricks straight, and you should be good to go.